Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new Division video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Global Event 2 Assault and how you guys can maximize your guys' Global Events credits, specifically playing solo, so that you guys can get those new 6-piece gear sets, whether or not you guys are wanting Sentry's Call, Stryker, or if you guys are even wanting Reclaimer. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you guys do enjoy it, make sure you guys drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. It really does help the channel grow. If you guys have any comments, any questions, make sure you guys throw that down in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's get right in the video. Now, I know some people are probably asking why I'm making a video specifically entitled to players that are solo for this game, specifically for the global events, but I do really think that Lexington Event Center is just the perfect mission for a player solo. In some cases, it might actually be faster running solo, especially if you have a lot of experience running the mission solo over and over and over again. Maybe compared to running a mission with a full group on challenging with players that maybe you don't know, you've never played with, maybe aren't as good as you or don't have as much experience playing that mission over and over and over again. Now, for me personally, I've probably ran this mission thousands of times by now. So for this global event, I've been running it solo specifically by myself, and I can usually get done with the mission on challenging solo with a shotgun build in around 6.5 to 7 minutes, which is pretty much, I would say, average or maybe above average, which I think is really, really good. So every single time you complete Lexington Event Center, you're going to be getting 750 global events credits. Now, unfortunately, Lexington Event is not actually part of the 5 mission suit, I guess you can say, for the missions that are part of the global event for this month. So unfortunately, you won't be able to have any of those tiers or any of those amplifiers that you're going to be able to add onto your mission, giving you that 250 global event credits bonus. But still, like I said, you're going to be completing this mission in maybe 6 to 10 minutes every single time. So that's basically one cache every 15 to 20 minutes, which is, in my personal opinion, pretty good, especially if you're playing solo. So 750 global credits, you multiply that by 2, you're going to be getting 1,500 global events credits basically every 15 to 20 minutes, which is pretty good, especially if you're solo. Now, if you were playing a full group, you would probably be doing the incursions, just because you're going to be doing those a lot faster, a lot easier. You're going to have a lot more communication. But going back to solo, obviously Lexington Event really isn't all that hard. It's probably one of the easiest missions in the game. And also, there's a lot of positives rather than negatives in this mission, especially for exotic sides of the game. So I think you guys get the overall gist by now on what I was trying to explain to you guys. Lexington Event, in my personal opinion, it's perfect for the solo player, the casual solo player in this game that loves to do anything PvE wise. And the good thing about this mission, the only reason why people are still doing this mission for every single global event, probably everyone that's going to be even going onward after this one, is because it gives you 750 global events credits. And for the amount of time that it takes the average player to complete this mission, which is probably around 10 minutes, an experienced player like me, 6 to 7 minutes per run, that is definitely well worth the run. 750 global event credits every single time you complete the mission. And when you're completing the mission in 6 minutes per time, you do that twice. That's one global event cache for 1,500. That might not necessarily guarantee you a piece of classified gear or an exotic. You could get both. You could get 2 pieces of classified gear. You could get, 1 piece in exotic, or you might get nothing. It's not necessarily guaranteed. But it only takes you 15 minutes to get one of those 1,500 caches, and it's very, very easy to complete that mission solo, just in general for the casual player since it's Lexington Event. And also, like I said before, you get the, the double bonus, I guess you can say, of being able to have the chance of getting a exotic drop, whether or not it's one of the 3 exotics. But yeah, definitely give it a try, guys. I'll show you guys my build next on what I've been testing, what I've been using a lot in the past few hours. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. So quickly getting into the build, we're going to get right into it. Going to the weapon first off. We'll show the rest of the build here in a few seconds. But first off, I just want to say you guys don't have to use the shotgun that I'm using. I just have this SASG Tactical because I have the blueprint for it. I literally crafted it once, and I got brutal, responsive, and I had some worthless talent for the 3rd slot. Recalibrated it, first try got destructive, so I just kept destructive. But like I was saying, you don't have to use a shotgun. You have a lot of other choices to use, as well as the M870 pump action shotgun. If you guys don't like pump action shotguns, you guys can use Super 90. if you don't like or use the Super 90, you can use the Showstopper. But in my personal opinion, I had the most success, and I had a lot of experience using this specific shotgun. So this was just firsthand what I picked right away because, like I said, I had a lot of experience using it, a lot of different builds. So right now we're using the Tactical SASG. In the next few hours or maybe the next few days, you might switch it up, maybe try some other shotguns, see how well we do. But just in general, you guys are going to be wanting to use some form of a shotgun. Secondary weapon, I'm just using LVOEC, really doesn't matter. You can even use an LMG as long as you want. As long as you're using some form of an alt when you get to the end of the mission, so it speeds it up a little bit. Don't really care. Going on to the build, like I said, nothing really special. Basically, just copy and pasted my Stryker build onto this build. So we're running a 4-piece Stryker build. The only thing that I'm going to show you guys out of this are the gloves that I actually got from a drop yesterday. Skill haste 9%, which is max. Enemy armor damage, which is pretty good for PvE 2. And the main thing that we wanted was that shotgun damage, which was one of the major attributes, which we had firearms on these gloves as well with 986 armor. Lastly, we have the high-end specialized backpack for the extra skill power because we don't want our skills to be worthless, even though they're basically worthless since we have 116k skill power. And then just for that extra, extra damage for our build, we threw in the exotic bulletproof chest piece, which also has firearms on it as well. For our mods, we're all using health and/or we're using skill haste to make our skills cool down a little bit faster. Going on to the actual abilities, nothing real special. Since this is going to be solo specifically, I threw on Overdose. You don't have to use Overdose. You can use anything you want, but I like having some form of a heal if I get a little bit lower to the damage side. And then also we have the healing station with the life support mod on it. The reason why I have this is because if for some reason I do happen to go down, my healing station will attempt to revive me. The reason why I say attempt is because when you're playing solo, as soon as you get downed by an enemy, whether or not it's an LMG guy or a shotgunner or the boss, the first thing they're going to go after they down you is they're going to go after your healing station. Most of the time, my healing station revives me before it gets destroyed by an enemy because I usually throw it in a pretty hard spot for them to shoot. So I'll throw it in a corner, maybe throw it in between like a computer and a chair or something so they can't shoot it or maybe step on it or kick it. Completely up to you guys, though, what you guys want to use. Some people use fire turrets or shock turrets. Then lastly, the recovery link and tactical link, these are also a 50-50 for the type of player and how much experience you guys have running through these missions solo, specifically Lexington event. I'm really experienced in this mission. I usually get it done in about 6.5 to 7 minutes every single run solo, so I feel a little bit more comfortable using the tactical link so that when I get to the end of the mission, I pop it as soon as Lorraine Barrett walks out of the door, and I literally just shred through everyone, and the mission's over as soon as she comes out in like 15 seconds. If you guys feel as if you might go down or you might die when you get to the end of the mission, or maybe you might think you get in a little bit of a sticky situation and you need this alt, then you use the recovery link. But for the most part, most people usually use tactical link just because it helps shred through the enemies really, really quick, as well as you reload and whatnot faster. And everything generally is just shooting faster, reloading faster, more damage faster in general. You guys get the point. But like I said, there's really nothing special about this build. The shotgun is the main thing. You guys can use any gear set you want, but for me, Stryker is perfectly built for shotgun, so that's the reason why I'm using Stryker. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found it helpful. I've been farming this mission literally solo all day yesterday and all day today as well when I got home from work, which is the reason why this video is actually going up late. I played for about 3.5 to 4 hours yesterday, and I got around 10,000 credits in about maybe 1.5 to 2.5 hour period. So I was lucky enough to open around 7.5 caches. The reason why I say 7.5 is because I was like really, really close to being able to open a 8th cache, but just in general, I opened about 7 caches. I didn't get a single piece of Sentry or Stryker, if you guys were wondering. I got 2 holsters for Sentry's Call. I got a mask for Sentry's Call. I got 2 Warlord Exotic LMGs, and I got 4 Showstoppers. I got fucking 4 Showstopper Exotic Shotguns. I'm still happy. It's better than getting nothing. The point of these global events are to get the new classified gear, and then prep for 1.8 when it comes out so that you can have the perfect gear set, perfect God roll gear. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to make a follow-up video to this probably the next few days, maybe tomorrow or the next day, on how to get just in general, the most credits you can possibly get. Specifically, if you're running with a full group that maybe you have a lot of experience with, if you guys play together a lot, you guys know how to play each other, and just in general, you guys know how each other play and have a lot of experience playing. So, if you guys want to see that tomorrow, make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section below. Also, I'm going to be streaming some more global events as soon as this video goes live, so if you guys want to come on and play, I'm going to need a team. It doesn't really matter how many people I have. I am also on Xbox One, by the way, so if you guys are wondering which system, it is Xbox One. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you guys did, make sure you guys drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the stream in a little bit. Peace out.